Hey everybody, Chris of Midlife Crisis Media here. Forgot to turn the microphone on. Damn. Gonna play some more Tron Identity, hopefully beat the game tonight. Playing this to celebrate the release of Tron Ares a couple of weeks back. Sadly, it's not doing too well theatrically, which is a major bummer because the movie's actually pretty cool, regardless of the fact that Jared Leto's in it. Um, Went and saw it for the third time again last night after work, and it was just as good. There's maybe five people in the theater though, which is really sad. And it's like disappearing so quick. It's not even playing in IMAX anymore. I was lucky I got to see a 3D showing of it last night in like laser, what is it, laser projection or whatever. But like, funny thing was last night when I was leaving the theater, like as I got to the sidewalk, this guy that was like sitting 5 or 6 rows behind me was right behind me as I walked out, and just as I opened up the doors to leave, he's like, "So what'd you think?" And I just kind of turned and looked at him. I was like, "Still holds up on the third time." And he went like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I'm really sad. I highly recommend going and checking it out. It's not doing well, which is sad, and I want to see more because of how they set up so many cool things for them to do in a follow up that we're probably never going to get to see. Unless this movie makes like massive amounts of money overseas, I think the franchise is kind of dead, and I'm going to be very sad about it. Anyway, and we Tron Identity. So I'm hoping to beat it tonight. I want to say I'm probably pretty close. At least it feels like the story is kind of winding down. Found out who caused the explosion inside the vault last time. Accidentally killed one of my helpers, like the librarian character who was trying to help me out. She accidentally got killed. So far, two characters have died. Um, and trying to uncover the mystery of who captured the kid who blew up the vault and then blew himself up. He talked about being captured, being kept in some dark place, and was basically turned into a bomb. And now it's like trying to figure out why they did it and who did it. And I'm assuming that once that's found out, game is over, and then we can move on to Tron Catalyst, which is a little bit more action oriented, as opposed to this being a graphic novel, not a graphic novel, a visual novel with some puzzle game elements to it. So if you're here watching, let me know you're here, and let's get this thing started. Blam. A blam. Had to get some mood lighting going there. So what's cool is this screen right here is we get to see this room again in Ares. Very briefly, but you get to see it, and it's awesome. So much data, faster realization. I have nothing more to ask. Oh, so how is she still alive? So it rewound me? This is how she dies. Ada was derezzed by the blast. There's nothing I could have done. And there on the edge of the blasted vault hole lies the fragile figure of Cass. So he's basically a walking bomb. Prinz needs to hear about this. And this is where I left off last week. Prinz's trinkets have lost some of their luster to you. Same goes for the program himself, because he is kind of a douche. Do you know what Cass knows? Core kept that kid locked up for a long time, huh? I solved your mystery. Do you know what Cass knows? Prinz turns to you. You're gonna have to do a little to illuminate me. He looks baffled. You tell him about Cass's true identity and how they've been shepherded around. You tell them about their prophecy, the end of the line. Blasphemy! How is that blasphemy? He will return to us. He made this world for us, and he will return. No, you are a test grid. Prinz closes the gap between you quickly. You told Prinz you had faith. I know you fight for the users. I know you're a program of faith. When did that fall away? We cannot let doubt in. We cannot break from his patterns. He will return, and he will help us to bring about a new age. He's moved on. No, we are his children. He made us in his own image. He saved us from his own image. We are his chosen. He slams his fist into the altar. Prinz is shaking, anger at you, or maybe even at Flynn himself. He will come back to us. This world was never meant to last forever. Perhaps. His body relaxes a little. The outburst seems to have relieved some tension for him. I'm sorry, Query. It's hard to hear some of what you're saying. Terrifying. We have to tell everyone. Prinz smiles. A very foreign concept to those of us working here. I admire your instinct to play savior, I really do. You helped Sierra escape. I suppose it tracks with your decision to extricate the Automata spy earlier. He wasn't a spy. We'll see. Things could have gone very differently tonight, Query. I'm grateful to you for most of your decisions. I know your vows. I know it can't have been easy for you to intervene. My choices were logical. I'm sure. I fear we are rapidly approaching a goodbye. I need your help. He chuckles. With what now? You take a deep breath. I'm going to free Cass. Prinz frowns. Even after what you've seen they're capable of, you'd infect that upon the grid? Well, we can learn how to control it. I'm not sure you've thought through every consequence. You may want to weigh that up before the time comes. Prinz gestures at the door. I don't think there's anything else in here to look at. Grish left just before you arrived, checking on programs, securing the building, doing what needs to be done. Now your new friend is exploding on a more regular basis. He's scared, putting on a brave yet angry face, but scared. I am too. We all are. He walks over to one of his shelves, inspects the contents as he talks. This place represents order, Query. It's the manifestation of an ideal at the heart of Core. Every item in its place, every program fulfilling their role. Cass represents something different. They represent chaos. The lightning in the storm. This is what scares us so. Grish may have a soft spot for you, but your decisions since beginning the investigation put everything he strives to protect at risk. I derezzed Proxy. Although he was fond of your decision to derez the pirate, Prinz pauses for what he feels like an eternity. Or for what feels like an eternity. I have no interest in presenting a barrier to what needs to happen next. You'd let me take Cass from this place? Prinz nods. The explosions are unprecedented and my facilities cannot handle them. Core created a situation we couldn't handle. As far as I'm concerned, they already escaped during this second explosion. I can deal with the consequences. I would encourage you to consider your options before making your final choices though. But yes, I will stay out of your way. You take one last look around at the knickknacks and pointless detritus of the users of Flynn. The world outside doesn't even know this place exists. This pomp is a call without a response. Love unrequited. There is a tragedy to Prince and his zealotry. You hope for his sake that he finds another path one day. You leave knowing that there's only one place you need to be. There's nothing for you here anymore. What is this? There's something deeply unsettling about an abandoned communal space. These seats project a comfortable atmosphere, a safe environment to wait for access to the accumulated knowledge of a civilization. The desk above, a lookout for the program assigned to organize their access. Those programs are gone now, pushed out by Grish as he locked the building down. You make a mental note of the exits. You may need to get out in a hurry later. That's funny. There's nothing for me here. The library is empty. Ada's tree remains. You're sure someone will come for them soon. There he is. For a moment, the sky is clear above the landing pad. You see Cass sat at its edge, feet hanging over. They turn to you as you approach. Hello. You smile. Are you okay? They pat themselves down. Yeah, I think so. You note confusion across their face. Do we know each other? You stand next to him, look out at the city below. It's different than it was earlier, more fragile. My name's Query. That's right, you're a detective? You nod. They smile. Are you here to help me? I hope so. Cass looks a little frightened. They hold on a little longer, or a little tighter, to the edge of the pad. Have you been down there? It's so beautiful, so intricate. The light of hundreds of thousands of programs mingling, glowing together. I wish I remembered what it was like to be there. God, I can't talk. You realize there's every chance that they've never actually set foot on the ground, which is kind of sad. I need you to help me remember. You can rebuild identity discs, right? Well, great. Here comes another puzzle. You nod. They take the disc from their back. Please. This will be a little faster now, as you already know who Cass is, and the view seems to be anchoring them. Are you sure you want to know? I am. You take the disc, weigh it in your hands. Defrag. Clear 8 adjacent cards consecutively. That's just to unlock a location? course, it's always like the last one. Okay, so I need to get down to 4 cards, or 4 tiles. Let's see here. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of these. I can get rid of this. Let's see. I can get rid of this. Get rid of these. These. Gotta remember, I can also get rid of numbers. Got 2 6s. Got 2 6s. These I can get rid of. 2 6s. Memory restored. Look at that. First try, too. Didn't have to worry about redoing anything. That's awesome. Cool. Cast puts their head in their hands as memories wash over them. They begin crying. Console them. You put a hand on their shoulder. You look at their disc. You've never worked with one like it. Impossible complexities, unimaginable data density. You just dropped a lot of knowledge on Cass all at once. You might be out of your depth. You're definitely out of your depth. What do you want to do? A pause in the tears. I don't know. Not a long pause. Cass looks up. I don't think I've ever been outside without rain before. They seem startled by it. The centicycle is beginning. It happens occasionally. They kept you locked up for a long time, didn't they? See, another centicycle is beginning. They look to the horizon. Sunrise? You chuckle. Only the users have sunrises. They wipe their face with a sleeve. Sniff. I'm worried there aren't many cycles left. There has to be a way to stop it. Cass looks at you with sympathy. I like that that's where your code goes, but no, it's an inevitability of the framework of the grid. Only a user could fix it, and I don't see any. Sierra would agree. We need backups, Query. I need you to copy my observations, my knowledge of what's coming. I'm an unreliable vessel for it. I don't think I have the capacity. Oh, I think you have capacity for far greater than you know. And besides, it doesn't have to be all of it, just enough evidence to pass along to others. They gesture to their disc, still held firmly in your right hand. Copy it. You nod, taking your own disc from your back and placing the two on top of each other. Here goes nothing. Another one? Clear 5 distant cards consecutively. God damn it, can I just move where I need to move? Thank you! hate the way these control. Let's see here. Right there. Okay, that's done. I need to get down to 4 cards. Let's see here. We got 2 7s. Let's see. Get rid of those. Oh, come on. Stop duplicating. Let's see. Got 2 5s. Twos. Let's see. Out of moves. Nope. Whoops. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, let's keep the 4, get rid of the 1. Oh my god. God damn it. 2. Got 2 4s here. Got another 4 I could use. Five and a 2. Get rid of the 3. Keep a 4, or can I keep the 2? Six, no. 5, no. 0, no. 1. It's way over there. 2, a 6, a 5, 4. I got 2 7s. Let's see. Yeah, this is more complicated. It's telling me to undo my move. Stop hitting that damn button, Chris. Undo my move. Undo my move. There's no other 7s, so I'll get rid of the 7. 7, I'll keep the 5. Got 2. 6 or a 5. Keep the 5. Whoops. So I can do that. Or I can do this. Keep the 5, maybe? Yeah, keep the 5. I should just keep all the 1s. Did it! Yay! I got the yellow and cyan disc color. Nice. As you hand back Cass's disc to them, your eyes pulse. So much new data. Much of it is indecipherable, but another program will understand it if it comes to that. Cass smiles. How does that feel? Overwhelming? Now it's their turn to reassure. You don't need to read the data. Let it sit within you until someone else needs it. You act like you're not going to make it. We'll both be there to pass it on. Cass looks down at the grid and says nothing. Without the rain, the lights from the grid below her are clearer, sharper. You can almost make out individual programs going about their processes. Fascinating. I'm sorry about Ada, Query. She didn't deserve what happened. You nod. They look back towards the entrance. Is anyone coming for us? No, I've earned Prince's loyalty. He won't be bothering us. How? Derezzed proxy. I solved his mystery. How heroic of you. Oh, there's something up there. Yeah, I don't care about the rails. You laugh. It's the first time you've laughed in a while. What do you want to happen next? I think we have to get you out of here. I think it might be safest to head back to the vault. I think we have to get you out of here. Cass nods. I agree. It's not safe for me. Prinz will want me back in my vault, and Grish scares me. Will you help me? You nod. Another smile of relief from Cass. Okay, it won't be easy. I think you should go it alone. What do you want to see first? How do I stop you from exploding again? Cass weighs it up. I don't think you can. I don't think this loop can be fixed, but we can work around it. We can keep you away from other programs. I could keep you in the dark. We could contain it somehow. They laugh. Like an explosion-proof suit? I'll be honest, that sounds pretty cool. A thought occurs to you. How have you not exploded again? You've had the time to weigh up what you know, put the pieces together. They consider. I think for a moment you gave me a little bit of that underprocessed hope of yours. It probably won't last forever, but it should give us the time to get out of here. Lead the way, program. You nod and lead Cass toward the entrance, toward the repository. An ending, but also a beginning. It's done. You step outside. The city below is exactly how you left it, utterly ignorant of the events that you've witnessed and impacted tonight. But not for long. You stop, standing in place, the enormity of what has happened firing through you. Are you alright, Query? Cass has been through a lot. You don't want to scare them. I'm fine. I need a moment. They nod. It's been a big night for you too. Take your time. I'll wait up ahead. Cass pushes forward. You're grateful for the centicycle they're giving you. Like a minute. You take your disc in your hands, turning it, reviewing it. It certainly needs a defrag, but you've done enough of that already. Yeah, no shit. You activate it, reading your data and thinking about what you saw tonight. The programs you've met, the things you've learned, the choices yet to come. You think about the programs you met along the way. Grish was the first program you met. I didn't dodge the light cycle. At least you set the right tone by standing up to that light cycle. I accepted Grish's help. I worked with him for a while but he showed where his priorities were when Proxy arrived. Unlikely you'll see him again, probably for the best. The repository is as much a representation of Prinz as anything else. His faith and fealty defined the possibility space available to you. That fealty wavered a little bit toward the end. The affordances he made for you could be a sign that even the true believers in core can shift in the name of justice. Or perhaps he was just tired. Cass began as a mystery, but turned into something greater, something dangerous, to the grid and to those who couldn't control it. I left with Cass. They're waiting for you up ahead. You don't know what your future together holds, but it'll certainly mean more choices. Logs will be written about Cass. Somewhere another data tree is sprouting. Comforting thought. Sierra. Whichever way he had gone with Sierra, he would have had your sympathy. A program trapped in an alien set of constraints and politics. He didn't deserve what happened to him tonight. I helped him escape. At least in the end, you could grant him his freedom. Regardless, he will remember what Core did and will tell his people, and it will have consequences. Ada. What am I looking at here? Oh. Your thoughts on Ada are mixed, and even now, you're not sure whose side she was really on. The things you could learn in that library if they ever let you back in. I saw her die. Without Ada, you're unsure what Core will do to her garden. A guardian will be necessary. And then there's Proxy. I derezzed her. You didn't spend much time with the pirate on the landing pad. Her presence would have destabilized your investigation even more than it was already. Still, the resources under her command were impressive. You wonder if she will be missed, and by whom. You wonder if anyone will ever find the user key she was looking for. I hope not. Think about something else. Things I learned. You consider what you learned tonight. The grid is ending. Cass saw what they saw, and now you've seen it too. This place, this world is going to stop. Only a few hundred cycles, a couple of user years, and everything you know will be lost. You entertain the idea that something can be done, but you've seen where good intentions can lead. You will be haunted by this knowledge. Core are tightening their grip. Core's enthusiasm for control seems stronger now than ever. You see now that the repository is a prototype for a more regimented grid. It won't happen fast. Feature creep rarely does. Okay. But little by little, Core will expand their silent oversight. Okay. Cass's data is a direct affront to their dogma, information they will seek to limit, too. Automata are connecting. Sierra's presence was an indicator. Automata are no longer keeping themselves to themselves in the sprawl. They are reaching out to the rest of society. Their philosophy and questions will gain volume. There are many who will find that challenging. Outsider programs are becoming more brazen. A criminal landed a recognizer on a core stronghold tonight. Proxy would not have come if she were not comfortable, if this place did not feel within her grasp. This may be a natural escalation, a reaction to Core's confidence. It will have been noticed by others. The choice is yet to come. You ponder your next move. Core will not be happy with your handling of things. It's likely the DOT will feel similarly. I left with Cass. They will be even less happy that you stole their asset. Cass won't be safe out there, and now neither will you. Automata will help me. The Sprawl has its own reasons to hate Core after the events of tonight. I helped Sierra escape. Sierra may feel he owes you a favor. You showed him you were a program that could be trusted to act fairly. You hope his people hold him in high enough esteem to help you. You've heard that the Sprawl is beautiful, but they fear outsiders. It's going to be hard to find anyone you can truly trust. But you will. The problems Cass has exposed will not be solved by a single hero. Those days ended with TRON. You will find a community, you just don't know where. You ponder something else. I'm ready to leave. You look at your disc. For all the memories of tonight and plans for the future, the thing that matters most is a memory that isn't even yours. Cass's revelation is incendiary, necessary. Only 2 programs possess it, which makes it precarious. Core will derez you for it if they can. You replace the disc on your back and head forward. Oh, God. This may be the end of line. Oh, there's something up there. Something up there. Yeah. Something there. Is there another one I missed? Apparently so, but I am not seeing it. That's the hole. Okay. The grid. Not yet. If you've learned one thing tonight, it's that great truths cannot be contained in small boxes. Dependencies and compound errors will always make themselves known. This revelation, this prophecy, won't be contained either. A loop cannot be broken without a change in conditions. You'll find a way. Recompiling. And that is TRON Identity. Kind of wish it had voice acting. Kind of wish it was a little bit longer. Although I guess the whole idea behind it is with all the choices you make, it has multiple playthrough, replayability to see what all the different possibilities could possibly be. So definitely didn't have to kill Proxy. Could have told the librarian to get out of there, because there is a part where you're going to talk to Cass and you were given the option to tell her to leave. And if I told her to leave, she would not be dead. Could have dodged the light cycle. Could have had Cass go on alone, could have chosen a different place to go at the end. I assume it's going to end the same way with you leaving with Cass, with you knowing that the grid is going to end, but just all the different ways. Like, I could have told Sierra that, I was going to keep holding him here, and maybe he would have died. I don't know. But it would have taken away one of the options at the end of where to go to look for help. So I would definitely play through this again now that I've got a handle on the defrag stuff. It's like one of those things where it looks complicated and crazy at first, but then you realize what it is and it's super simple. The story is good. I do love more insight into the digital world that, is part of the franchise. I like the fact that it looks like Flynn had set up a... Shut up. It looks like Flynn had set up a test grid, which is what this is. This takes place there. And then basically abandoned it when he realized it would work or saw what the flaws were that he could correct, and then he went and created the grid from Tron Legacy. So there's that. Which is kind of cool. And then apparently Catalyst, which is the next game in the series, is on a completely different grid, like the Arc grid or something like that. So I cannot... Who the hell keeps texting me? So we'll see what's up. This is a very short stream tonight. Yeah, I actually thought there was going to be more to the game. I could have just played through this last stream if I really wanted to. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. So anyway, I guess I'll end the stream here. Very short, but we finished the game, and then next week I'll be back with Catalyst, the next game in this series. So thank you everybody for coming in, hanging out with me. I appreciate it, even though no one chatted. That's fine. Like I said, it was a short stream, but now I can actually get some stuff done. So once again, thank you for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Something happened here, and I don't know what it is. There we go. Okay. See you next Thursday. Have a good night, everybody.